NBA sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Tonight, the second of two on this Wild Card Saturday. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. And off we go from Ford Field. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Ready? Go, Cougar, nice. Go.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
First down.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. It'll get forward to... about the 42. Damone Clark there to get him down.
A gain of 5 brings up.
They'll come up here on second down and 5.
Seahawks 42-yard line.
Cowboy,
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to pick it up, take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
First down.
let's go now.
First and 10 at the 17.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
And now they find themselves on the verge of really putting together an opening statement drive here at the start of this game. But now that the field becomes condensed, continue to be smart in the way you attack this defense. The last thing you want to do is settle for 3 in what's been a very impressive opening drive.
Mustang 19.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 1, second and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18.
Back to the air one more time. He's got it at the 3. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is third and goal.
Ready? Viking 18. Ready, right?
Back to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Good blocking, and he's in
We've seen this offense play at such a high level all season, Mike. There's no reason to expect anything different here in the playoffs, and now they can continue to let this crowd get into the game, turn the game over to their defense, let them play with a lead at home with the home crowd, and you're feeling really good about how the rest of this game can play out.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Reload. Ready.
Now former college star over in East Lansing, it's Kenneth Walker. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line. From the 43, here's second and a couple. On play action, Milrow. Open man is Horton. It's caught. And he is out of bounds. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one.
Here we go. Ready.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. Oh, he is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
I half expected to see all 11 defenders piled up on top of him at the end of this run to make sure he was finally down, because a couple times on that run, it looked like he was cooked, only to shake off those tackles and keep on cooking.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
That is hauled in at the 5. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. The Lions called their first timeout. Talk things over before third down.
Let's go now.
They'll try and run it with Walker. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Viking 18. Buffalo 18.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there, and more times than not, he's going to run under it, but in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 46.
They'll look to throw. That's caught by Gibbs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. From the 48-yard line, here's second and 4. They'll look to throw yet again. Forced to his right. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. And up.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end.
Complete to number 8. Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
On the jump.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7.
Here we go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Panther 11. Panther 11.
We are through one here on Wildcard Weekend. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Second down, they need 7.
Tag.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Isaac to Sloan. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
To the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there.
It's a gain of 20.
They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21. They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. They'll look to throw again. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown Lions. Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point.
They're going to try to run it and give it to Gibbs. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball is going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line.
Okay, ready? Go, check. Let go.
Milroe now off the bootleg. Now he'll run. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play for Seattle. 32 yards.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
He's got it inside the 5. And he will score. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Out quickly and complete, and he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
Bronco 83. Down. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let's go. Check. Warrior 70.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And this will be incomplete.
So you take the field as a defense, and you understand that the opposing team just gave up points. They want to grab back some of the momentum, some of the energy on the sideline. In the back of your head, you're saying, all right, they're going to take a shot probably within these first couple plays. Here they did it on the first play. It's exactly what happened. Good coverage, and ball's incomplete. They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So now the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and it's certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Catch is made. That is Williams. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
18, Pioneer, Dragon 60. Ready.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. Back to the sideline and intercepted.
So that guy in the slot, Mike, yes, he has to have great reaction times. Yes, he has to have great quickness and speed. But because he's typically facing the shiftiest and highest targeted player on the opposing offense, he has to have great instincts. That's what we saw there. His reaction time and his anticipation allowed him to jump that route, get his hands on it, and snatch one of those targets away.
And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a first and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll go play action with Milroe. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Hold it ready. Cut 19. Cut 19. Here we go. Stack.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Seattle.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, it's Milroe. Got his man at the 6. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
That's another Seahawks.
First down.
First and goal for Seattle.
Now, Milroe misses a designed run, and he will do it himself. He's in. Jalen Milroe. Touchdown, Seattle. That his second touchdown tonight. Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good. And the Seahawks add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Top 60, 19, top.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. Third down coming up. He'll look to throw. He'll send it downfield for Laporta. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Out to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Forced out wide. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers. There's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It could be eaten.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Check, Bobcat.
Off the play fake, here's Milroe. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Out of the gun, it's Milroe. Moving outside the pocket. Now he'll run it. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be taken down after a big second down pickup. But we do have a penalty marker on the field. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. He's got his tight end. That's Musgrave. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Let's go now.
They'll motion a tight end right. Now Milroe on first down. Moving to his right. Taking off. Oh, he's got a man running with them, and they connect. They'll send Flowers in motion. On play action, Milroe. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Milroe. He's got his man. That's Olave. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It's a game of 20. First down, Seattle.
To throw again is Milroe. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. So anytime the quarterback leaves the pocket, immediately all the receivers, Mike, have to go scramble drill. Continue to work open, separate, give your quarterback somewhere to go with the ball, but give credit to the defense. They plaster on all the eligible receivers, and he has to just throw this one away.
A couple of 3rd down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Seahawks first down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Here's Milroe to throw. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Now here's timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. He'll step up and run. And he's into the end zone. Jalen Milroe. Touchdown, Seattle.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
The extra point is good, and the Seahawks are able to extend the lead. 3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready. Ready, go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the 3rd quarter of the NFC Wildcard game. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Break. Here we go. Set.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 8.
Two. Mustang 19.
Milrow. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball.
And try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
It's a turnover on downs.
Go check. Go check. Here we go. Here we go. Viking 18.
They hand it to Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Second and 10.
Let's go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
He'll drop to throw. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he'll get about 3 here on second down before he's out of bounds.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. Red Warriors 70. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Emanwari. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Pat the street. Pat two.
And he's going backwards here. They're going to take him down, back at the 5.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Ready?
Now Milrow. Throw right side. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And I think he was able to get it back. Yes, he was. That was so nearly the turnover the defense needed. They couldn't get it in time. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's a second and 9.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 19 Lions. Ready?
Now it's Milrow. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready.
Back to throw. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. He'll look underneath and finds Gibbs. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to the air one more time. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
26.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, break. Ready.
Milroe now off the bootleg. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Seahawks.
So 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. This is the NFL Playoffs on EA Sports.
Ready up. Ready.
They'll go play action with Milroe. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it, Mike. I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Okay, ready?
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Let's go now. Press all 80. Ready?
Milroe gonna look to run it himself. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. This one on target to Olave. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. We'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Here's Walker. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
This back's been having his way all night long, Mike. Just a lot of room to operate. Great job by the offensive line all night long, but in this case, defense does their job. They're able to penetrate, get in the backfield, and take them down for a loss.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long.
18 Cardinal. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it with Milroe. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Eagles. Ready?
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to take a shot down the field. The Seahawks are right back in this one.
And with time not on their side, they're trying to push the ball, generate some sort of chunk play by throwing the ball over the top of the defense. It's going to end up being a little bit too predictable. The defense is able to take the ball away, and barring something crazy happening, puts them in a prime position to close this one out.
The Lions all their first time out, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
the 24-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Milrow. Now he takes off.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take